Good evening. Let there be light. Thus spake the Bible God. Yeah, he said that, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get the party started. Yeah, I sometimes make some jokes about God and Jesus. Okay, why? Because I'm kind of secular. There goes my Christian votes, right? Oh my goodness. I'll never get elected, okay? So I just lost all the Christian votes. Oh boy. But hey, whatever. I love churches, I love Bible, I love God, I love Jesus, okay? Because if God is my father, our father, and Jesus our friends, if he's our friend, then we can talk, we can joke about them, right? So yeah, that's how that's so it's something very Christian thing, okay? Making jokes about God and Jesus because me and God, me and Jesus, we are very intimate, like family members, close family members. So yeah, if they are close friends of mine, family members, of course we joke about it. I joke about them, and no problem. Okay, so yeah, I'm a lawyer. Okay, it's our bread and butter job. We defend the most indefensible things. Okay, so I joked about people. Look, it's because they are my friends. Okay, but when I'm the president, my campaign is not about me. It's about people. Okay, so if I become the president of the United States, it will be all about people. I put people on the center stage. They will not be in the background. So how do I do that? Well, so local TV stations, all they do is news and weather, right? They can do a lot more than that. They should have local TV shows, talent shows, variety shows, open mic, stand-up comedian, so that anybody can come up and do stand-up comedy or open mic if they play guitar or some instrument, or karaoke or whatever, right? Acting, yeah. Local entertainment in local TV stations. Yeah, local advertisement business, local business advertisement and stuff like that, okay? Yeah, we'll make that happen, okay? If I'm Alaska State Senator, yeah, maybe I can make that happen, but if I'm the president, I will have more power. So I use my power as a tool to make those constructive, positive changes so that people, like anybody who want to be a star, they will be stars. Yeah, local TV shows, local television station. Yeah, yeah. There's some of many ideas that I'd like to implement. That's why I'm running for Alaska State Senator, and I'm also running for president. Uh, but it's not quite likely that I'll become the president next year. So yeah, Alaska State Senate. After that, maybe U.S. Senate, United States Senate, or congressman, or Alaska governor, something bigger. All right. Yeah, I keep on running. Yeah, yeah. So people in the audience when I perform, they are my friends. Okay, so yeah, that's why I can joke about them because they are my friends. Okay, so Alaska is very close knit community. It's kind of like everybody knows everybody, kind of. All right, so yeah, so yeah, they're my friends. That's why we joke about each other, right? Yeah, no problem. We're very intimate. small community here in Alaska. Okay. Yeah. I want this Ketkin vodka, Cardinal Ketkin vodka. Oh boy. It tastes like caramel or chocolate. Yeah. Let's sing some instrumental music, right? Yeah, Kenny G in Dying Young, the movie, right? It's about that movie is about some Yale University graduate having some kind of leukemia or something. So that's why the title is Dying Young. He's in San Francisco. His father hired a nurse, and that's Julia Roberts. So this son of rich man who went to Yale, he snuck out. He went to a road trip with Julia Roberts against his father's wishes. Okay, so it's about that kind of romance story. But he didn't die in the movie. Okay, nobody died in that movie. It's just that it's a metaphor. Okay, he got this leukemia, whatever. But yeah, so he kind of ran away from his father, but he came back to continue his treatment. So it's happy ending. Beautiful song, right? Yeah, Kenny G, some Mr. Howard, something like that. Newton Howard, something like that. So goes like this. Dun dun da da, la la da 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 la 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 la. Very soothing kind of music. I love that music. Just instrumental. Oh boy. How about Glenn Miller? Like this American Petrol. They're big old school, like in 1940s, 1950s, big band, right? Glenn Miller. I think he's British, right? And Stardust, also black and white era, maybe 1960s, something like that. Stardust. Oh no, that goes way back before that, most likely. Okay, maybe even 1920s, maybe. I'm not sure. Da 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 dun da dun dun. Da 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 dun da dun da dun. Piano. Da 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 dun da dun dun. Dun dun da da dun dun da 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 da. Oh, beautiful music, right? They're look, they're Caucasians, okay, but some Caucasians they how to play good music, okay. It's music, yeah. African Americans they're fantastic, Hispanics fantastic, but Caucasians they also make good music, right? Okay, so yeah, Blue Moon, yeah, like Harry Mancini, Blue Moon, I think. So instrumental, this composer, this orchestra, you have Henry Mancini, Paul Moriarty, Percy Faith, right? Percy Faith. Yeah, they composed a lot of like background music for movies back in the days. Okay. Blue Moon. Let me sing you that song, okay? It comes with lyrics, okay? Old school, like 50s, 60s, 70s, okay? Oh no, that's Glenn Miller actually. Yeah, trumpet. And also Echo Bilk, huge fan. Okay, yeah, trumpetist. And also who else? Like there are some others. Okay, trumpet musician. But first, Blue Moon. Okay, we get back to some other people. Um, let's take a break. Okay, then. So there's this trumpetist. Something like one of the what my favorite song of his is like something like Lollipop and Roses, something like that, or also Rise. Let me look him up, okay? And so also there are another trumpet musician. The title of that tune is "Feel So Good." What's his name? I forgot. Yeah, Marioni or something. I gotta look him up, okay? So I think that is Italian American, and the other guy like Lollipop and Roses, Rise. I think it's like Hispanic American, something like that. Okay, but they're great musicians, by the way. Okay, okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so. uh, Okay. So I looked up all those names. So the trumpetist feels so good. That's Chuck Mangione, and Lollipop and Roses or Rise. That's Herb Albert, and Midnight at the Oasis. The guitar version. That's Steve Oliver. Okay, it's something Maria Mandur. She was the original vocalist, but later on it got remade by different musicians, like saxophone. There's saxophone version about it. Okay, which is fantastic. And uh, Steve Oliver, his rendition is acoustic guitar. Okay, he's really amazing. That guy did amazing job. He's a white guy. He's blonde hair. Steve Oliver. Yeah, he and his people did fantastic job. Midnight at the Oasis. Okay. Remake with acoustic guitar. Blew my mind away when I ran into that. Okay, it's just amazing. Okay. Oh. But I don't know how to play guitar. Okay, so maybe I can sing that song for you. I can sing. I mean, perhaps not very well, but I know how to sing. So, but I don't know how to play guitar. Yeah, Midnight at the Oasis. That's how it goes. Okay, and so Blue Moon. Okay, yeah, I gotta sing that song. Like I promised. Yeah, Glenn Miller back in the days, like 1940s, 1950s. Okay. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for somebody really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one in my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Oh, beautiful, beautiful song. So Stardust, the second part is that goes like this. Dun da dun da la 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 da 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 la da 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 la 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 la. Something like that, right? Da 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 dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it goes like that, okay? Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. La da da da. La da da da. La da da da. Ra. Classic, right? Yeah. Yes, beautiful music. Stardust, right? I have some classical music. Like when I was a young kid, like 7 years old, 8 years old, okay, I have friends, my father's friends' sons. So they're kind of like my brothers, right? They're 2 years older than me. So they told me classical music. And our favorite back in those days was Tchaikovsky, like Violin Concerto Number 1, Tchaikovsky, right? Da 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 na 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 da 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 la da 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 la da da da. Oh, beautiful, right? Yeah, we would listen to those music and sometimes we would dance with that. Okay, we were like 7 year old, 8 year old, 6 year old. Okay, some of my childhood friends, some of them are younger than me, same age. Okay, so yeah, we enjoyed classical music when we were like 7 year old, 9 year old. Okay, yeah. 'Cause our fathers, they're like professors, PhDs, right? So yeah, that's like 1965 in South Korea. Okay, upper middle class. Okay, yeah, that's how it was back then. And yeah, Tchaikovsky Piano Concerto Number One. Uh, dun 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 da 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 da. He's a genius. Yeah, very Russian, right? Very Soviet Union. That's Tchaikovsky, right? Yeah, he's fantastic. I don't think he was gay. Okay, some LGBT activists. Okay, they rewrite the history, right? They say Alexander the Great was gay, or Tchaikovsky was gay. They say like what, like this, all this famous William Shakespeare. They say he was gay. They say Leonardo da Vinci was gay, and well, Michelangelo was gay. They are rewriting the history. Okay, so, but I don't think that's true. Okay, I don't think so. I mean, maybe Tchaikovsky may have been struggling with this gayism, but I don't think he actually was gayism practitioner. I don't think he actually practiced gayism. I don't think he engaged in gayistic conduct or activity. I don't think so. Maybe he was struggling against the temptation of gayism. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think he was gay. Okay, I think he was straight. In the eyes of humanology, nobody's gay. All right, we are all straight. Just that some people uh, some people subscribe to gayism ideology. Okay, or some people became possessed by ideology of gayism. Okay, so it's kind of like a disease. Perhaps not mental disease, but ideological malaise, ideological illness. All right, and no worries, don't worry, so no worries, because we are here. We are Ghostbusters. We are exorcists. Because we are humanologists. Okay, so how about tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism? Yeah, they're all ideological malaise. All right. I don't know how to pronounce that anglicized French word. Malais, malaise. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce that in French. Okay, but I know it's from French. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're like me, we are in America. Okay, I do my best to be beautiful, pretty. Depends on the days, right? But because I'm Asian, they are beautiful Asians, okay, but I'm not that pretty, not that handsome. I have to work really hard to look decent, okay, so. And blacks and whites, Hispanics, Jews, Arabs, they are very beautiful people naturally. So they have big eyes, big nose, big mouth, right? No matter what skin tone they may have, Indians, very beautiful, right? So some of them intentionally dumb down their beauty. They should stop doing that. Okay. Yeah, sugar fetishism, tattoo piercism, or they tan their skin or dye their hair, whatever, right? They should stop doing that, okay? Or have some strange hairstyle. They should stop doing that. They should feel free to be beautiful. They should not dumb down their beauty. Okay, so because I guess they kind of feel sorry about being so beautiful, so they want to dumb down their beauty. Maybe they should stop doing that. Okay, so also Islam, Muslims. Okay, they should females and they should get rid of hijabs, burqas. Okay, why? Because they're beautiful ladies. Okay, so they should we should free. I mean, Islam, Middle East, they should free their women so that they can express their natural beauty. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, that's the solution for peace in Middle East. Okay, let women be beautiful. Then guys will be happy. There will be no more crimes. Okay, no more terrorism in the Middle East. Okay, the solution for peace in Middle East. It's that simple, right? We'll take about 10 minutes break. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, so nature call, right? Okay, we are back. Before I forget, let me put something in my calendar. I gotta fix this eyeglasses because I dropped it yesterday on an asphalt parking lot because I put my glasses on my chest pocket and I was looking under the car, the leakage of coolant, and it fell off and it hit the asphalt, so it has some scratch on my right side lens, so I have to replace that. Yeah. Oh well, things happen. So, uh, yeah. Let's talk about Korean education system, okay? Because sometimes I have lunch with my friends and who are older than me, so they teach me about American history, which I really, really enjoy learning from them, okay? And I tell them about Korean history, Korean education system, blah blah blah, right? Knowledge sharing, okay? Uh, so I asked them, okay, because I wasn't here in 1970s. Well, I was born here in 1970s in America, but I was a baby. But friends of mine, they're in their 70s, so 80s, so they were like teenagers in 1960s and 70s. They actually lived through Vietnam War. Some of my friends are Vietnam veterans. Okay, so yeah, they're about the age of my parents. Okay, so yeah, I have friends all different ages. Okay, many of them, some of them even teenagers. Okay, so and also friends about my age. Yeah, my friends all different ages, races, genders. Okay, yeah, I have many friends. Okay, so let me put some jacket on. Yeah. So yeah, Korean education system is very very Spartan. It's very discipline based, very much like military organization. Okay, Korean K-12 system very Spartan. Okay, it's very. Ooh, they make sure you study. Okay, oh, good old days, right? Very Spartan. Yeah. Traditionally, have Korean parents. They emphasize education. Okay, that's Korean parents. Okay, yeah, books. All right, that's South Korea. All right, I cannot speak for North Korea because I don't know. I've never been there. All right, I'm sure they are cool people. Okay, but yeah, South Korea. Yeah, I lived there about 18 years there. Okay, about first half of my life so far. Right, so very Spartan, very heavy emphasis in education, discipline. All right, they make sure you study. Okay, so with the South Korea, at least that's how it was back then. Nowadays, I don't know. Right. Haven't been there in like 5 years. My guess is they're pretty much the same. All right. Yeah. How about American history that I learned from my friends? old timers. Okay, yeah, they're my friends. Okay, and they're kind of like my parents. Okay, so yeah, so I asked them questions like, hey, how do you compare civil rights movement in 1960s and Black Lives Matter movement today? And they told me, yeah, there were riots back in the days, arsons, civil rights movement, okay, but uh, not as much hatred, and because back then they were more or less more civil than today's Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, so I think that's fair to say, right? Yeah, Black Lives Matter movement. Most of them are very peaceful protesters, but some of them engage in vandalism, burglary, theft, arson. They are all felonies. Okay, maybe vandalism, maybe it's misdemeanor, but when it comes to burglary, like looting, breaking the window and stealing from their stores, burglary, theft, arson, they're felonies. They're serious crimes. All right. That's not freedom of speech. Okay. No, no. They are illegal crimes. Okay. They are not. That's not constitutional freedom of speech at all. Okay. They're crimes. Okay. I mean, if they wanna do graffiti, paint the wall with spray or whatever, they should do that in their house, in their own property, not somebody else's stores or some public buildings, because that's illegal. It's not their property. Public buildings, that's shared community property, paid by taxpayers. So if they want to do graffiti, paint the wall, they should do that to their own houses, their own buildings. Then it's, yeah, freedom of expression protected by U.S. Constitution. But if they do so in somebody else's or public property without any permission, that's illegal vandalism. It's a crime. Most likely misdemeanor, but still, okay, they can go to jail for that, up to 1 year. All right. So I object to their methodology. Not all Black Lives Matter movement activists do that. Maybe 10% of them engage in those illegal activities. But I object to that methodology. Why? They are damaging the reputation of Black Lives Matter activism. They are doing themselves a great disservice. So for their own sake, they should stop doing that. Okay, they should abide by the law. Okay, if they don't, if I was the president, I'll put them all in jail. How? I'll use U.S. military. Okay, we put them all in jail. All the anything illegal. Okay, because yeah, taking down the statues, spray paint on the wall, I put them all in federal prison, and yeah, I will use U.S. military. That's what I would have done. Okay. President Trump, he's too old. Okay, yeah, he says he's law and order president, but is there any law and order in this Black Lives Matter movement? Huh? So he's not incapable. He has the desire to do so, but he's too old. He's too low energy. Okay, he doesn't have got to do so. But I'm young. Okay, so I'm running for president this year, 2020 November. Okay, if I'm the president next year, I'll make that happen. I put them all in jail. Vandalists. Okay, in federal prison. And yes, we'll make them work in prison. If they refuse to work, we're not gonna feed them food, and we're not going to provide any water. It won't be slavery. No, everybody works. Okay, they should. Hardworking, law-abiding citizens should not be working for them when they are doing nothing in prison. Okay, that's slavery. We are working for them, taxpayers, so that they are doing nothing. We feed them. We are their slaves. That should stop. That's against 13th Amendment. Okay, We make them work in prison. We teach them how to work. We discipline them. We teach them a lesson. Okay, that's what I would do. All right. Uh, you cannot just go around and spray paint on the walls, looting, riot, arson. Not when I'm the president. We put them in jail. We make them work in jail. If they refuse to do so, we stop feeding them. All right. If they die, well, it was their choice. It's suicide. It's not genocide. Okay. I don't care what race they are. All right. If they commit crimes, I make sure they go to jail, and they will work in jail. Okay. Yeah. If I'm the president, okay, so most likely I won't be, so no worries. Yeah, I'll be one of those old. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Hey, old people, they are my friends, okay? But President Trump, Vice President Joe Biden, I mean, there's nothing with being old, okay? But some old people that I know, when, give me 5 minutes break, okay? Then I tell you some 10 mile marathon event in Fort Hood, Texas, when I was there, okay? 10 mile, yeah, I did finish it. I didn't run very fast, but I ran the whole time, 10 mile, okay? Uh, I was kind of in the middle, right? I wasn't too fast, too slow, but I did run the whole 10 miles. That was intense. Oh, of course, I had my camelback, so I drank from this camelback straw, right? Give me 10 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, and then I'll tell you what happened there, all right? A little bit me, shameful, a little bit humbling. I tell you, okay? Some funny story, okay? Boy. Uh, So, uh, what year was that? Maybe 2012, 2013. Was it before or after we deployed to Afghanistan? So I joined the U.S. Army as a junior enlisted soldier, E4 specialist, helicopter electrician. Okay, uh, so we worked with three kinds of helicopters, like Sikorsky, okay, Boeing. I don't know who made manufacture those. Yeah, Apache, Chinook, and Black Hawk. They all came from American Indians, right? Which is great. Okay, so I mean, because we love American Indians, okay, they are cool. That's why we named, and they named after African Indian tribes, Apache, Chinook, Black Hawk, because we admire them. Okay, so 10 Mile, okay, I'm not sure what year it was. Was it before or after deployment? My guess is maybe before or maybe after. My guess is it was after we came back from Afghanistan. Okay, so 10 Mile marathon event. It was in Fort Hood, and also Fort Hood, Texas, clean Texas. Okay, and also civilians were allowed to participate too. So we, as army soldiers, yeah, we practice all together. Yeah, officers, sergeants, junior enlisted, like me. Okay, we train all together. Okay, yeah, for a couple of weeks, I guess. 10 Mile. That's very long to run. Okay. Oh my goodness. So on the day of that competition, uh, I've seen some ladies. They were faster than me, and they were civilians. Okay, and some gentlemen in their 50s. They were faster than me. Civilian, most likely. Okay, I in the army, of course. Yeah, some of them faster than me, but there this probably in his 50s. Okay, this gentleman, he was ahead of me. He was in his 50s, and my best guess he's civilian, right? And yes, he was Caucasian. Okay, so he was ahead of me, and we are very close to finishing line, right? Maybe like 100 yards before the finishing line. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm back then. How old was I? Maybe 33. And I see this gentleman, civilian gentleman, in his 50s. Okay, and he was ahead of me. So I was like, man, I'm in my 30s. I'm younger than that gentleman by a couple of decades. What a shame. He's ahead of me. So I started sprinting, and I barely got ahead of him just before the finishing line. And people were laughing. I barely got ahead of him just before the finishing line. Younger guy, okay, in his 30s, barely getting ahead of this gentleman in his 50s, okay. Yeah. Good old army days, okay, so. Yeah. But when I was doing PT, yeah, I think I got 300, 100 perfect score maybe like once. Push up, sit up, and run, right? I know I for sure I did one time 299, but have I ever done 300 point mark? I think I did like once. I think, right? I think. I don't recall exactly. Right? Yeah. So POW and missing in action. Okay, let's talk about that because I watched this X File episode. Uh, Something like Forgotten, something like that. That X File episode is about special forces. This guy POW. I love that episode. Okay, so yeah, so when I joined the U.S. Army, I joined in San Jose, California, of all places. Okay, that's where I joined the U.S. Army, and so we went to basic combat training in Fort Benning, Georgia. Okay, I agree with President Trump. We should never rename anything, right? Confederate General, we don't care. Okay, we should not rename anything. Okay, it will only create confusion and chaos. We cannot change all the books or media material that refer to those names. So if we rename those military bases, it will create confusion. If we rename Fort Benning to Fort Obama or Fort George Floyd, then we look at the books, documents, media, movie, documentary, and they're talking about Fort Benning. What is Fort Benning? Well, it's renamed. It's Fort Floyd. It's Fort Obama now. So what is Fort Benning? You create confusion, chaos. Okay, renaming things, that's bad idea. Okay, we cannot change the references in historical documents that refer to Fort Benning. And 10 years later, people read this book about Fort Benning. What is Fort Benning? Oh, it's renamed. It's Fort Floyd. They will not know what these historical documents are talking about. Okay, we need some translator. We need to translate. So renaming things, that's bad idea. I have to agree with President Trump. Okay. For practical reason, at least. Okay. So yeah, POW missing in action. Yeah, we'll bring them back. How? No, we're not gonna give them money. All right. Then how do we get them back? Diplomacy. Okay. Peace talk, sunshine policy, negotiation. International trade. That's how we do it. We're not gonna give them any money. Why? It will encourage kidnapping. Okay. So we're not gonna give them any money. Okay. So special forces. Some of their important missions is to rescue POW and missing in action captives, American prisoners of war. Yeah, that's some of the things, many things that special forces do. Okay, how do I know? I have some friends who are in special forces. I tried to be special forces, but I couldn't make it because that was too much for me. I just don't have the guts and stamina for it. Okay, it was too much. I couldn't do PhD. It was beyond me. Okay, I couldn't do it. I tried to, but I dropped out. Just like I dropped out of science high school in South Korea. Just like I dropped out of special forces in the U.S. Army. I dropped out of PhD program. It was beyond me. Okay, I couldn't do it. Yeah, because I admire who did that. Okay, I couldn't. So they did what I couldn't. Okay, so I admire that. But in my defense, because I'm a lawyer, okay, yeah, that's what we do. We defend, right? Yeah, I'm kind of laid back, right? I'm more on the creative side, okay. Kind of lazy a little bit, laid back, creative, kind of daydreaming. So elites, I love elites. Many of my friends are elitists, okay. Uh, so I'm nothing against them. We need them as a society. We need, yeah, workaholics. We need them, okay. But they're my friends too, okay. But I'm just not that kind of person, okay. Nothing wrong with being workaholic, elitist. Nothing wrong with them. It's just that as a diversity, right? Yeah, society needs people like me too. Mhm. Yeah, kind of lazy a little bit, creative, thinking outside the box, daydreaming, right? Yeah, laid back, drinking vodka, smoking cigarettes, and taking a nap on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, we creative individuals, we have our role in society. So it's a diversity, right? Yeah, we need all those people. Okay. All right, we'll take 5 minutes, okay? And I have many notes written there, and we'll knock them out one by one, okay? So I'm not that lazy. Okay, I do my job. We'll talk about all those things, okay? So just give me 5 minutes, okay? All right. Let me change my Hawaiian t-shirt, okay? So, So yeah, we'll talk about race. Okay, so yeah, I mean we are not making light of Mr. George Floyd's passing. Yeah, I mean it's tragedy. Okay, we all sorry. Okay, no questions, right? No buts, no ifs. Okay, if somebody dies, yeah, of course, uh, it's sad. Okay, yeah. But we are humanologists. Okay, so we have to. I couldn't fail to notice similarity between Christianity and this Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah, the ideologies. Yeah, hey, that's like bread and butter in humanology, right? Ideology, we deal with ideologies, okay? We observe the common pattern. So, what's the common pattern between Christianity and this George Floyd branch of Black Lives Matter movement? Yeah, they're ideologies, okay? So, there's similarity, right? Common pattern. Like mural, this temple shrine for George Floyd, just like Temple of Jesus, this symbolism, right? And if somebody speak against, somebody speak against Mr. George Floyd, it's like sacrilege, blasphemy. So Mr. George Floyd became more like this deified, became something like God, saint, like innocent person who died just like Jesus Christ to save the world just like Jesus Christ. And Mr. George Floyd innocent sacrifice, uh, it saved a lot of black people, so he's like Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I mean something good came out of this Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, the big businesses, they invest in African American community, impoverished, and they start employing more African Americans. That's great. That's very good. Yeah, because that's what can reduce crimes, right? Yeah, give them jobs, give them some money. Okay, so that's great. Okay, we appreciate that. Yeah, we do. And so yeah, that's ideology, religion. Okay, human sacrifice, like Son of God, Jesus, Mr. Jesus, and Mr. George Floyd. Okay, for the betterment of humanity, right? That's the common denominator. I could not help noticing that commonality between BLM and Christianity. Yeah, their religion, ideology, they're all the same, okay? Okay? Right. Yeah. It's pattern recognition, alright? Yeah, the murals, right? Back in the days, like famous painters like Leonardo da Vinci, or Michelangelo, Donatello, Rubens, Gough, or Salvatore Dali. Yeah, they painted Jesus, right? I don't know about Vincent van Gogh. I don't know about Rubens, but yeah, Salvatore Dali, Spanish surrealism, and I don't know about Picasso, another Spanish painter. Okay, but yeah, Dali did paint Jesus, also Virgin Mary too. Okay, very surrealistic, very amazing, very super duper cool surrealism. I'm a huge fan of Salvatore Dali. Okay, that guy is good. I'm a huge fan. I'm also a huge fan of Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Auguste Rodin, the sculptor. Oh, that guy's good. Okay. Some Korean artists, yeah, Mr. Nam June Paik, Korean American. He got Americanized by his talent, video art, laser art, right? Huge fan. Okay. And also Korean sculptor Munshin, very universal, very natural. A little bit asymmetric kind of sculpture. Okay, I'm a huge fan. That guy's good. Also, like people like old timers, like I think his name is like Kim Ho Suk or something, and many of Korean artists, I forgot their names, like Lee Jung Suk, right? Yeah, they're amazing. Korean literature, huge fan. Okay, back in the days, okay, uh, short novels like Isang or I forgot all those names, but yeah, Korean short stories written in early 1900s. They're phenomenal. Okay, yeah, huge fan. Right, we had to read it as Korean students in South Korea. I mean, anywhere in South Korea. Okay, we had to read those Korean classical short novels, but we enjoyed reading them. It was homework, but we enjoyed reading them. Okay, because they're so good. Early 1900s during the Japanese colonization era, or Korean War 1950 50s. Yeah, or post-war. Yeah. Okay. What else? So after base combat training, okay, uh, we get a vacation, something like that. Okay, so no, no, no. Okay, okay. Okay. After base combat training, we went straight. It was Fort Benning, Georgia, and some of us went straight to Fort Gordon, Georgia. We took a bus, like army, kind of looked like school bus, right? Yeah. No vacation, no. So about 3 months in Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training, and then we went straight to AIT, Advanced Individual Training, which is MOS, Military Occupational Specialty. Okay, some of us went to Fort Gordon as helicopter electrician, right? And in Fort Gordon, we were there like 6 months, 7 months, something like that. Okay, basically we loved our job as helicopter electricians. Okay, yeah, some of them are more signal core, radio, right? Yeah, we went there. Okay, no vacation, no. We didn't. We went straight there right after we graduated from basic combat training. We got like 1/2 day in Fort Benning, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia. Uh, we went uh, outside of Fort Benning, Georgia, okay, with Class A uniform, and me and two other Korean American soldiers. I'm Korean American, and there are two other, one younger than me, one older than me. Okay, I was like 30. So that was like 2009, so I was 31. Right, guy younger than me, he was like 19, just out of high school. Right, he didn't speak Korean. Okay, maybe he did. I don't know. I think he did speak Korean. Okay, but when he speak English, he has no accent. Why? Because I'm not sure if he was born and raised in America or came to America when he was young. But when he speak English, he has no accent. Okay. But the guy older than me, he, yeah, we are all bilingual, right? And but he also went to Korean army back in the days, and so I guess he's naturalized citizen. Okay. But I was 31. He was like maybe 35, 39. I don't know. Right? But he was older than me. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break, and I'll tell you some funny stories. Okay, so good old army days. Yeah, yeah. Agenda. Yeah, forget it. We'll talk about that later. Okay. I just wanna relax. I wanna have fun. All right. we'll talk about other stuff later. Okay, it's written there in the whiteboard. Okay, so I'd rather tell you army stories. Okay, so okay. So yeah, three of us bilingual. Okay, two of us heavy Korean accent. Me and older guy. Younger guy, he got no accent whatsoever when he speak English. Okay, so we went to a restaurant. Okay, three of us Korean Americans. The day graduation day, basic combat training. Okay, so uh, we went to Hooters. All right, why? Probably I told you this story before. Okay, yeah, this young Korean guy, right? Korean American guy. He got assignment. His drill sergeants told him to go to Hooters. Why? I guess they wanted. They're very educational. Okay, army style. Okay, yeah, go to Hooters. Okay, yeah, Hooters is restaurant where beautiful ladies, uh, they're waitresses, right? So so we went to Hooters because yeah, I guess this drill sergeants wanted to teach this young Korean American guy. Uh, they wanted to teach him how to socialize with ladies, I guess. Yeah, very fatherly kind of. Yeah, yeah. So we went to Hooters both together because it was his assignment. You know, me and another Korean guy. Okay, we wanted to go somewhere else, right? But this guy, his assignment assigned by the drill sergeants in the U.S. Army, Fort Benning, Columbus, Georgia. Okay, we were like, man, Okay, we go to Hooters with you. Okay, so we wanted to go somewhere else. Okay, I guess it's because Hooters, they're more like a hamburger, fried food, fried chicken wings. I think me and the older Korean guy, I think we wanted to have a steak, beef steak. But this guy, okay, his drill sergeant assigned him some assignment. Okay, so we went to Hooters. Okay, so I mean, they're beautiful ladies there. Yeah, the waitresses, yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, and so we went there, and then three Korean American guys. Okay, so yeah, we ordered food. It was too greasy. Okay, fried food. Yeah, the ladies are beautiful, but the food was too greasy. Okay, so but we went there because this guy has an assignment. Younger guy. Okay, younger guys. So we went there, and we looked over. We were like, there were two drill sergeants, and so we were like this. And then they looked at us. So three of us, we stood up and we went there and standing in parade rest. And they told us, at ease, soldiers, at ease. Yes, drill sergeant, okay. And they told us, we're gonna give you another homework assignment. Uh, we want you to take pictures of those beautiful ladies. Yes, drill sergeant. So after, but first eat. Then we assign you to take pictures, and we did. We finished our eating. It was beautiful Polaroid picture. Okay, one by one. Okay, these three Asian American, Korean American soldiers in Class A dress uniform, and ladies. Yeah, I mean, we're just like this. You know. Yeah, and ladies just standing there, right? It was beautiful photo. Yeah, Polaroid. Okay, I carried that photo for years, but I lost it. Okay, I carried that photo in my wallet for years, but when I moved out, I changed my wallet, so somehow it got lost. Okay, I did not scan it. I should have. Yeah. It was a very beautiful photo because yeah, it's just me, class A army uniform, and standing like this, and behind the photographer, drill sergeants, they yelled at us, "Smile, private, smile!" We were like, just one by one, okay? Yeah, three of us, one by one, okay? With the ladies standing next to us, okay? A very beautiful photo, and but it was kind of like semi-dark, yeah, interior, kind of dark lighting. It was so beautiful, such a beautiful photo. I lost it, okay? Hopefully, God, Jesus, they have some record of that because they are gods. Maybe they scanned it and stored in the database, maybe. Hopefully they did because I don't have it with me. Okay, someone got lost when I moved out from state to state from multiple times. Okay, so that's like half day off. Actually, it's not half day. It's like a couple of hours. We got back to the Fort Benning, Georgia, and you know what? A couple of days before that, okay, the last training, Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training, boot camp training. Okay, it was something like 9 miles rock march, right? That was the last training. Okay, after that, we went to some local festival, summer festival, like kind of flea market or farmers market kind of, and we had this amazing funnel cake. It was so good. It was off base, somewhere in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, Of course, we army soldiers, we marched there, like left and right in formation. We marched there. Okay, big. It's not company level. It's like brigade level. So maybe 500 soldiers, and we are all males. Because back then, Fort Benning, Georgia was all male. It was not co-ed like Fort Jackson. Okay, uh, but nowadays I heard Fort Benning, Georgia became co-ed. Well, too bad. Okay, because they're not gonna get good discipline if they are co-ed. Right? We will make fun of this Fort Jackson people co-ed. Ah, you guys, we are from Fort Benning. Right? Home of infantry. Okay, all guys. Okay, we got some good discipline there. But you, yeah, you're from Fort Jackson. Okay, co-ed. There's some girls there, so you don't get too much discipline there because drill sergeants, you even have female drill sergeants, right? So you don't get enough discipline as a man, okay? So we'll talk about Fort Jackson people, okay? Yeah, good old days, okay? So and give me 5 minutes break, okay? I need some vocal rest, okay? And then I'll tell you some more interesting stories. Fort Benning, Georgia, good old army days, okay? Very fond memories, right? Yeah. Well, let's stop and restart, okay? I don't want to lose this footage, so yeah, this computer, this software, it can crash anytime, okay? So let's save this, okay?